All right, welcome back to the channel. We're going to be starting to create some content on our new SEO like recovery update or test case study that we're going to be looking at. If we come over here and we go to site and we just type in our site that we're looking at, you can see that everything right here just says blog, right? So you can click on it and there's no pages found right over here. And so all the pages are currently being de-indexed and it's going through. Now we had definitely over 100 pages on here. And if we scroll all the way down, now you can see that we only have 60 pages. So the process of completely removing these pages has begun. And we can come over here and look at pages. If we look at pages de-indexed over here, right? So here's the indexed and then not indexed. And not to get too much into what pages, obviously we had a few hundred pages and it says there's 80 index pages right over here. And the pages that are still indexed are going to be like your no index tag, your alternate page with proper tag right there, not found 404 right there, page with redirect, and discovered currently not indexed right there. The majority of the pages are fit right here, crawled, currently not indexed, and they're right over here. Basically, the site has no pages on it whatsoever. I am going to go through a process of looking at the site, and actually you can go to categories. There's just no pages whatsoever on the site. And we're going to be able to go in and actually recreate the site a little bit, make sure there's an about page up here. We'll change the categories out and so forth. I might even change the theme up as well. But right now, I just wanted to take you through a process of what I'm going to be doing is basically finding a site that is similar in my niche, right? And so I found this heightsplatform.com right over here. It's a software site, but they are doing well. So what I do is I just go to overview. And I like to go and look at 36 months and just see, hey, what's going on with the site? They are absolutely crushing it with the new right through the last Google algorithm updates. And they're in my niche that I want to be talking about, which is like online course creation, online communities, things like that. So we're going to look at that. And then what I would do is I would just come through and I would scroll down. And of course, every SEO is going to have a different process. I'm not an SEO guy, but what I'm saying is that you're going to be watching a lot of other people that do SEO. They're going to tell you to do it a million different ways. I'm just going to go with my own process. Okay. I don't really care what you say. If you're like, oh, that's not how you build a topical map, this isn't what you should do, you're doing it all wrong, then just go find another channel, because I'm over here testing things out. There's people that are absolutely know nothing about SEO they get millions of views on their websites per month. So you don't really have to be a professional SEO in order to do this kind of stuff anyways, right? But if you want to get into really technical SEO stuff, there's other channels out there for you. Okay. So we're going to come down here and I'm going to go to pages, top pages right over here. And I'm going to view a report. And these are actually the 600 plus pages that are created on this site that are bringing in traffic. And this is the estimated traffic per page right over here. So basically I can go over to export and we can export this right over here into Excel. And then we have a new Excel sheet with all of our URLs on it right here. Okay. So I've already tested this out before creating this video and it won't do 600 URLs. ChatGPT just completely failed at doing this process, but I'm going to be using Claude and I'm only going to be taking maybe 50 at a time. Maybe even, let's just do 50 at a time, because I just think that it's just going to do a better job. So maybe we take these 50 right here. Okay. So we take these 50, we come back over here, we open up Claude and you can see my prompt over here. So I'm just going to come back over here and I'm going to say, try again right here with these URLs, with these 50 URLs, and keep in order. And I'm going to just paste that in, and Claude had lost internet connection. So we'll refresh that real quick and we will try again. All right. So here's the 5 main categories I've identified for the 50 articles, along with category assigned to each article. And so what you can see right here that's going on the screen is we have the URL, and then column 2 is the article title, right? And that article title, what is a mastermind? We're going to come back over here. What is a mastermind? That's number 2. What is a one-on-one coaching? And number 2 is what is one-on-one coaching, right? But then look what's happening in column 3, category. It's going to assign online business strategies, online coaching, online course creation. So it's assigning 5 or so categories for each of these. And this is the simplest way to so here's what we've gone so far, right? So we've gone and we found a website that is similar, that is doing really well. That means that they're staying on topic and they're staying on their brand voice and their credibility and everything is really good. And then basically we're looking at the articles that they're creating on their website. And then we're basically going to assign them. We're going to use AI to assign all these to just a few main categories, right? So we don't have too many categories. And then what we're going to be able to do is we're going to go, and of course we're going to create, we're not going to even rewrite their articles. We're going to completely from scratch. We're just using this for topic research is all we're doing. We want to create our own articles and so forth, right? So now we can take this whole thing right here. I can copy this, and then we can go over here, and hopefully we do get the 50. And I'm just going to go ahead and come up here and paste that in right there. And then I highlight over here, and you can see we have the 50 right there. Okay, so that's good enough to get started. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this up real quick. And then basically I'll just go with column A right there. And what it actually did was it added it into 2 different columns. Okay, so we'll see if we can do this. I'm going to go ahead and insert right here, and we're going to go ahead and go with URL, and then we're going to go with the article title, and it's the original, so I'll probably just put that, and then we'll say category. So here's the category, and then we'll shape this up here in a little while, but what we're going to do is we're going to select Shift-N down, come through here like that, and then we're going to go to data, and we're going to go text to columns. Right over here, we're going to click that. We're going to go next, and then we're going to go with this is another character right here, and we're going to put that in right there. It's going to be the pipe right there. And then we're going to say next, and it's going to separate it all out, and we're going to say finish. And then now we just went ahead and took those all to different columns, right? So now we have all the columns separated, and essentially what we have here is I'm going to go with bold right there. So now we have these new categories. How many categories do we have? We can go and put a filter right here, and we can just go and click on that, and then we'll be able to see how many filters or how many categories it created for us. We have AI and online business. We're not going to go with Heights platform at all, right? So those are going to be, we're going to be able to just grab all of the Heights platform keywords, and we'll be able to just remove those. But we essentially have marketing and promotion, membership sites, online business ideas, online business strategies, online coaches, and online course creation. So it's pretty separated. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to ignore that one, and 7. So we have 7 categories, which is great. We don't want any more than that, but 7's great. So that is like what we can do. And so what we would be able to come in now, what I'm going to do, you want to join me in the next video, because the next video, we're going to go ahead and start writing content, where I'm going to show you the tool that I'm going to be using, Reword, how we're going to train the AI voice, and how we're going to go out and start creating content. But we're going to come over here, and you can just see what the title is, right? So we'll come over here, we'll look at the title, and then we're going to rewrite a title. We're going to write a similar article to this. We're going to put it in this category, and we're going to start publishing on our site. So this is a good way to go out, at least a way that I'm going to do it, is finding a site in your niche that is definitely proving to pass the algorithm updates, and they are doing something right on their website. Their topics are probably pretty tight, staying within their niche. And you can see right over here, all these categories are very similar. Marketing, content create, online course creation, membership sites, all those kind of things are very similar. Membership sites, right? Membership sites that could also fall into online communities and so forth. I might make this one membership site / online community, something like that. But now we have some topics right over here. And then what I'll do is I'll come back over here, and I'll just rename this real quick. So this is original. And then this is the new topics, right? So we'll go with original. And what I'll do is I'll just highlight those. Since we used those, I'll go ahead and highlight those. And I've got my new topic plans ready to go. Of course, like I said, what we'll do is we'll come over here. We will actually go up here, and we'll go to data, and we'll sort this by the category right now. And then I'll just say, okay. And then I'll come over here, and I will unselect everything, and we'll just select the Heights platform. And then we want to remove these ones that we're obviously not going to be, that are very specific. We'll delete those real quick, and then we'll come back over here and clear our filter. And there we go. So now we have all these different, basically your topical map or your content clusters would be all this stuff that we're going to be writing in the same category. Look at online course creation. We're going to have all these different articles right here, 16 articles to write and so forth. And you can even see with just basic SEO, like I wouldn't put 2023 in my URL slug right here. That way we can just update this article and do article refreshes and so forth. So it'd be really cool. The whole point of This test is to see if we can get this content ranking on our site that was penalized. I think that if we started a new site, it would take time, but I think we would be able to. The whole point of this test is to see if we can recover a new site based on the strategies that I'm using. I'm just trying to get the answer to you. If it doesn't work, then that's great. I'm actually going to find out that this is no matter what the outcome is, guys, on this test specifically. And a lot of you already think you already know what the test is what the outcome is going to be. But the fact is that nobody that I've seen on YouTube or any other SEOs have actually done this test and removed all their articles. Everyone has their idea on how to fix all this stuff. The fact is no one else is out there actually doing this test. And the question is that can we actually recover a site between algorithm updates, right? Between the next update. Are we penalized until the next major update? And then Google crawls our site and they're like, oh, it's great now. We're going to bring you back, right? And actually we'll be leaving this up because it'll be great to even see if when the next major update happens, then will we recover? Will we get indexed? So there's a lot of answers that we'll get, answers to our questions that we'll be able to get the outcome for this. So here's my content plan. Join me for the next video. We're going to actually start taking action. We'll get the AI trained and we'll start getting content and so forth. I'm going to probably go and work on restructuring the website a little bit, cleaning it up, getting a good about page there and so forth, so we can have our brand and our EEAT work on that a little bit as well. So thanks for joining me. Make sure to subscribe and I will be creating more content like this. All right, we'll see you soon.